Because we're on the air.
Hey, we're on the air.
Celebrating 10 years.
Happy 10 years.
Happy anniversary, boys. We did it.
I mean, hey, really, in all honesty, we did it.
We did do it.
Right? Happy 10 years. Just hit that off switch on your way out.
Yep. We're playing some Borderlands 2. I don't know why. It just felt right.
It was a good suggestion when you said it. It did feel right. I was like, yeah, we can do that.
These boys both started up identical psychos, with the Goku hair.
It's the only canonical hair, I believe.
The only canonical hair.
If you reference the original manga, this is, yep.
I'm a siren, and this is the character I beat all the DLC with, so I'm just gonna press F to pay respects to all my enemies, and they'll die in fiery explosions. So how's it going, boys?
It's going all right. I'm tired.
You're tired?
I got the first good night's rest I've had in 2 weeks last night.
Uh-huh.
I think it's made me tired today.
Well, since you guys are low level, let's give everybody a little taste of goodness. And do what all good streamers do and open a bunch of loot boxes on air. Because, what? Why did it pull me out here? I haven't played this game in a number of years, and I have acquired several. Are we fighting something?
No. Don't worry. Open up the loot crate.
What are you doing?
We'll handle the exploding city.
No, you won't.
It's all good. Come here. Open this up.
No. Nope. Alright. Let's open some loot boxes. Let's open some loot boxes. Confirm expenditure. Yeah. Ooh.
Yoink.
Alright, take them. I have
Yoink.
great gear. If some crazy legendary pops out of here, I will fight you for it. Really? Alright, tell you what, I will fight you for one.
Try. I dare you.
But not accepting duel requests.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, Nick, for honor.
I'll show you how to do. You want to spar?
Alright, let's do it.
Let's watch this. Ready? Oh.
He's up.
Alright, why don't I chuck a few swords at your face?
That looks pretty cool.
Lasted for all of 1.2 seconds.
Alright, what do we need to do here? I'm just following you guys.
What we need to do here. So the original Borderlands came out, I looked this up, October 20th, 2009. If you read our little anniversary post that we had up today, that is a little shy of 1 year since Co-Optimus was founded. But it was kind of, yeah.
A little over a year.
Yeah, a little over a year. Math, it's hard sometimes. But it was also like, you know, one of the things that Nick brought up in the post was just how services like Xbox Live and Steam as well, with all the games on Steam, really kind of brought co-op back to the forefront again because people had a way of connecting and playing together. You know, it went from on the couch with friends to now friends on their own couches in their own different homes.
Yeah. I mean, it was really all about, like, I think what Microsoft did with making voice chat, it's like standard in the game. You know, like a standard on the console. I think that really helped solidify that.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, everything kind of followed suit then. Sony with PlayStation. I guess they really didn't have it with 2 as much. It came much later, the voice chat stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Trying to remember. It was like an optional thing, and then 3, it was kind of in the box. But anyway, what we were talking about kind of before the stream was that there was a lot of games that developers were starting to try that really didn't exist before that. Things like Army of Two,
Right.
where it's solely around that co-op experience from each perspective. And this game too was huge in that just co-op experience built from the ground up kind of a thing.
Sure. Yeah, this game was. We played the crap out of this game when it came out. I played a ton of Borderlands 1 as well.
yeah, I played way more of this than I did of Borderlands 1, but I played a ton of both, that's for sure.
See, I never played the pre-sequel, but I've done all of the DLC in the first 2.
Yeah, no, that was another one. Like, it's interesting though, going back to this. Like, Nick and I were talking just a little bit before we started streaming. So, the pre-sequel arrived 2015, I think, roughly somewhere in there, 2014, 2015. At which point, Destiny.
It's close.
Yeah, Destiny was close, or it had already launched. I can't remember which. It depends on when those actually went up, but I was ready for something different, right, as far as loot shooters go, and hey, check out what Bungie's doing and what Destiny's doing, and I really like that wizard coming from the moon. And now after 2 Destiny games, getting back into this, like, I really want more Borderlands. Like, I'm very tempted just to go through and play through all of this again, because the shooting is not Destiny. Like, that was the thing that basically Nick and I said. It was like, this feels dated in the fact that the shooting is not Bungie shooting. But everything else about this game still, I mean, at least to me, holds up really well. Like, it's way better of a loot shooter than Destiny.
Well, yeah, because it's actually more like Diablo and the weapons are randomized.
Yeah, it's got way more of a story to it, and a story that I really kind of like, with interesting characters that I like. I actually was going back and like watching some of the Tales from the Borderlands intro sequences and a little bit of catch up on some of that stuff.
Secret best Telltale game, Tales of the Borderlands.
Yeah, really good. I mean, I played through all of it, and I think it was one of the games that, like, I have a vague memory of, because it was in the very first few weeks of Logan being home with us. So I was like, I played through a bunch of games around between the hours of like 2 in the morning and 5 in the morning. And I was up with him, so I only vaguely remember some of the things that I played, but I think that was one of them, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's amazing to see just kind of like, there's so many of these great games that you can go back to oftentimes.
So let's go out into the world and shoot some stuff, why don't we?
Yeah.
I can't just keep killing Nick.
As funny as it is.
He stopped accepting my phone calls.
I mean, like, I'm trying to think of like other co-op games that have been just sort of favorites to go back to.
We played Diablo quite a bit.
Yeah.
Diablo is one of them. StarCraft 2, I've started playing with one of my other friends, because he likes the co-op commander.
Ever fought us?
I can always go back to the original Doom. Just play through that.
Yeah.
It's another one that's like mindless. You don't have to think about, and you can just kind of like, chillax and shoot with a friend, and that's good stuff.
I think
The
it's
vehicle in this
two per car.
Everybody gets a car except for Nick.
Lead. I'm not following you down there. What are you doing? Fine.
So yeah, we turned 10 today, and technically yesterday.
Yes.
Um,
Jason, I'm supposed to follow you. Why don't you actually go where we're going?
In website years, that means we're legal to drink.
and yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about how much things have changed for us personally. I mean, you just mentioned, you know, your son was born last year, Jason, but you know, Mike and I, we've got older daughters now,
Ah!
you know, that are
Whoops.
oh, grade school and such. And so when we started the site, we didn't even have kids.
It's true.
Hey, something we all had in common. None of us had kids.
Yeah,
We had
Mark was the
infinite
only
free
one.
time and no children.
Yep, Mark was the only one.
Ah,
So-
that's okay. That's the zoomy button. Really? We gotta save you? Hold on.
I did go in here.
I got this.
Second win, baby. Yeah, a lot, you know, a lot happens in 10 years. And it's one of those things, one of the interesting things during that course of time has been watching a lot of the discussion around, discussion around like multiplayer and co-op games and like, are co-op games out, is multiplayer out, yada yada yada, just, you know, stuff that's like, oh, people are losing interest here and there, and I mean, yes, that's true, but also at the same time, that's just the cycle and trend in the industry. Like, that's just how this thing goes. 1 minute people are all captivated by World of Warcraft and Borderlands, and the next they're captivated by PUBG or Breath of the Wild. I mean, like, this thing has, like, it's the great thing about the industry is that it just has room for all of that. Tough part about it though is at the same time, it has space for all these things, but it only has enough player base to hold the interest of a small number of games to make it worthwhile and profitable for ongoing maintenance and stuff like that. I was checking in on Fortnite the other day, and Battle Royale for Fortnite's going very well, but the Save the World, the co-op mode, is kind of hit and miss still, and it's...
Come on, everything will be PUBG soon. Just accept it.
I will not. It's my dying day. If I can avoid that, I will.
Thing is, PUBG is you should give it a shot. Honestly,
I mean,
like
I
was the same. I was the same way where I saw it and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna like this," but it works so well because it's a bite-sized chunk, and the like the thing that feels good about it is the tension. The game does tension so well.
Sure.
That
yeah, like, I have nothing against the game itself whatsoever, and I think it's really interesting, like, what they're doing in it, and the way that it has stuff set up. Because I've like watched a number of sessions of that game, but not my cup of tea, personally. But you know, it's hey, like, again, there's a cycle. That's how things go through. Like and even the makers of PUBG, you know, Bluehole and PlayerUnknown himself are like, now there's about 20 different of these things coming out. What do we do? And, you know,
Sue them all.
right? I mean, like, they're still fine. You know, like, they were the first to kind of release in this sort of a format. Like, certainly not the first to do it, but you know, they'll be fine. And you know, there's plenty of room for competition, and everybody.
They
everybody
sold
will
8
go
million
through.
or 800 million copies of that game. They'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's got its own issues that, you know, they've got to work out and cheating and everything else, but you know, that's the like Call of Duty didn't die because other people did Call of Duty multiplayer.
It's
In
true.
fact, I have very much proof that Call of Duty didn't die because guess what? There's more DLC for Call of Duty coming out tomorrow.
You don't
Yep.
say.
Yep.
Yeah,
All leading up
despite-
to the next Call of Duty release, which will be later this year.
and that's just it. So it's like you were talking about room for stuff, but okay, so PUBG at this point, I think it's at 13 million sold between Xbox and PC, which is, you know, a huge number. I'd be curious what like the latest Call of Duty did, but I bet it's a lot less. It may be I don't know, a quarter of that if we're lucky, or if they're lucky.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, so there's
But
still a ton.
well, I mean,
It-
what defines success these days? I mean, look at.
Yeah.
I heard some stats like Warframe has something like 25 million players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's you
Not
know,
concurrent, but people that have
Right.
actually played it.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, and stuff is going to go in cycles. People are going to lose interest. People are going to come back to it as things get updated and change. I mean, like, you know, in part, that's Destiny's strategy in a way, right? Like, they have kind of accepted the fact that, you know, they're not going to be able to maintain a regular user base every single day, but they're hoping that they offer enough regular events and other things that they get people to come back, like, at least a couple of times a month. And you know, certainly that's true. They had the faction rally last week, or wrapped up last week, and they've got the Iron Banner coming back tomorrow. So I mean, you know, a lot of these things they just find different ways of maintaining it through. And it's, you know, forces innovation, right? Like, at some point here, there's going to be another multiplayer game that does something big and new that's, you know, becomes the new formula.
I hope it's Anthem, because that would be neat.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what becomes of that.
I want BioWare to make up for Mass Effect 3.
Mass Effect 3 or Mass Effect Andromeda?
3, because I actually like that game, and because we review the co-op experience, it got a decent score from us. But you know, they made basically 2 games that everyone loved, and then a really divisive game, and followed it up with garbage. So like, they haven't done anything that's impressed me in a while.
I really enjoyed Dragon Age Inquisition.
I really didn't. I liked. Well, I'm in the extreme minority of people that like Dragon Age 2, and Inquisition. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. Like the characters annoyed me. But yeah, I just want to see BioWare do something really nice, and Anthem looks like it could be cool. Or it could be hot garbage. You never know.
At this point, it's anybody's guess. Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting to think about, like, you know, with VR kind of not. VR is not easy enough to get into that it's, you know, omnipresent, but it's growing certainly, and there's been more and more, I would say, positive experiences that people are having that make it worthwhile for some developers to at least idly pursue in some way. I think that raises some new ideas and interesting things that can be done from a co-op perspective when you're interacting with people a little bit more directly as opposed to something like this. Running around and just shooting. I mean, there's plenty of room for that, but I think I'm more curious to see what people can do with an experience where they're, you know, intentionally playing with people, right? Like, my one example is always think about like horror games never really work in a medium in a co-op perspective because you have your buddy there that you just BSing with, right? But
It
if
was
your buddy is
our Resident Evil 5 playthrough was legendary, sir.
yeah, and it was tons of fun, but it wasn't like Resident Evil 5 isn't really a horror game in the sense that
Hold it
something
together.
like PT would be, right?
Right.
But but a game like PT, you can transfer that into a VR space and make it cooperative. And yes, your buddy's still there to be, kind of joking around with or whatever. But when your buddy starts freaking out over something that they're seeing that you're not seeing, and they're just like, "What are you talking about? It's right there," kind of a thing. Like there is so much you can do with that, right? Like there's so many possibilities.
But Dead Space 3 didn't really work, and it tried that exact trick.
Yeah, but Dead Space 3 was all about like our dudes now have guns that fire guns that explode and shoot more guns.
Yeah, Dead Space 3 wasn't good. It made me very sad.
I mean, I loved it from a just like I'm gonna have a dumb action game. Like
That is so not what I wanted from that game, though.
But yeah, that's not what I wanted from Dead Space. Like as an action shooter, I was like, this is actually pretty cool. But as a horror game, no. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I hope that we certainly continue on for another 10 years. I mean, if we didn't, I don't know what else I would do with my days.
You'd play more games.
I'd finally get around to playing Danganronpa.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I hear that game's pretty good.
I have a source. I have an inside source that tells me it's pretty good. Oh, it's a loot midget! Kill the loot midget! Kill the loot midget!
Where? Oh, you got it. Good job, boys.
Party now.
This game needs a dance emote. Just saying.
Every game needs a dance emote.
I mean, here's the old dance party. Alright. Yeah, this game is... I played so much of this when it came out, and you're right in that there's room for a new one, and I would just love it to have something that isn't really... just doesn't take itself seriously.
Yeah.
It's like every game that comes out these days has to be up its own ass about seriousness.
It's a matter of personal taste, right? Like, for a lot of people, this just does not work. Like the humor and everything else, the writing, none of it works. For other folks, they really love it, and I personally just enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of funny, dumb, in a lot of spots. I thought like the third act, I'll say, of this really surprised me, and it was I thought pretty good, and as well as some of the DLC. And so and also, like I said too, like talking about earlier, like Tales of the Borderlands, I thought was really
Appreciate it.
pretty gosh darn good, and like had a few missteps here and there, of course, but like the story that they did with that too.
Thanks.
So yeah, I'd love to see what they do with
Roland,
this,
huh?
and
It's not here.
if they could bring in some of the Telltale folks and help them with the story bits and everything else, I think that'd be really cool.
Or they could just make an interactive movies with Mikey that's just Borderlands.
I mean, I would, yeah, I would not turn that down whatsoever.
It's true.
Speaking of whom, and speaking of this game, that was one of our community gaming nights, was that we had Mr.
Yeah.
Mikey on with us. I think he was kindly only asked to do the scooter voice once.
Look, you can only say catch a ride so many times before it gets old. Badass psychos. How about I stab it?
How about you stab it?
don't need ammo. I've got plenty.
Get some ammo.
I've got like 1,000 rounds in this one gun.
They found another way in.
Get some ammo.
No, I think I will just do that.
Oh, sure. You could do that.
I could, and I did.
Nice shot.
Yeah, one of the things I had to remember going back to this is, oh yeah, the different gun manufacturers all had some different things with their guns.
The best is the one that you reload it by throwing the weapon away.
And it blows up? Yeah, that's what I have that one with the TDR gun. Of course, Torg guns shooting explosions. Mr. Torg.
Oh, speaking of Mr. Torg, how about I just do some sword chucking?
Oh yeah, you should do some sword chucking. I love rolling with a level 40 character. There's like a loot explosion all around me.
And I can just kind of sit here and talk and shoot every now and then, and everything dies.
Best of every world.
We have to grab an iridium nugget.
Any co-op games coming out this year that you gents are looking forward to?
Well, that Children of Morta game's pretty rad. I finally played that the other day.
Sorry, that's.
I totally forgot. You backed the Kickstarter and gave me your spare key, and then I was like, all right, cool, and redeemed it. And then I saw a trailer for it and said, oh damn, this looks rad. Jason says, motherfucker, you have a key for that already.
Yo, dog, you own that game.
Pretty much. Oh.
Yeah. We actually have a interview with the developer on the site too for that back when it first was popping up for the Kickstarter and stuff like that.
I'm also excited to play Dark Souls 1 again, the remake, or the remaster.
Yes. Yeah.
I know Nick will be very sad, but...
I know Nick's looking forward to it. He's excited. He told me right before all this. He said,
you know what I want to do? Play Dark Souls.
He says that is one of my favorite co-op games of all time.
Yes. Actually, you know, we've been neglecting to talk about it, but we've been playing Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That game is ridiculously good.
Monster hunting devil himself. Hello, Locke.
Hello, all.
Here.
Buddy, do you have the Borderlands installed?
Hell no, dog.
What?
No, I'm just gonna go through Co-Optimus pictures from the last 10 years that I took.
Have you been too busy hunting mons?
No, I've been too busy with a 3-year-old's birthday.
Yay!
Did you get Did you get the smash cake so he can blow it up and you eat the real cake?
I didn't know what that was a thing. No, he wanted a cake that was a helicopter, so we had that.
That's
Sweet.
That's
Did it
better than
fly?
anything I've had.
Did
lately.
you like strap a cake to your drone?
I delivered it on my DJI Mavic Pro,
That's excellent.
who was sponsoring my stream.
No, we already did the streamer jokes. I opened a few loot boxes on air.
Shit, nice. On point.
I don't know what was in it. I just let these two fools rob me.
Is there gonna be a Borderlands 3?
Yeah, I think so.
At some point. Yeah.
I hope that happens.
Yeah.
When did I join the site? Let's find that.
2010.
2010. Holy shit.
It was like April 2010.
Alright.
And we first met at PAX of that year, I think, like August.
Yeah, I was probably. Yeah, I remember those photos.
And I remember
Here we
that
go, PAX 2010.
when we met, you like came up to me and you grabbed a giant jug of orange juice out of your backpack. That you were
Was it
sipping
my
on to
Estus
keep.
flask?
Basically, yeah. Because you were trying to avoid the PAX plague, so you're like, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
My
I was
vitamin
going
C.
with a different group. I was going with a group, a NoobTube group, and then switched over to Co-Optimus.
Somehow that sounds like a very Locke thing to do. Just be like, yo, I got this Estus flask.
I remember that. I would carry around all day this orange juice just because I wanted to not die.
Yeah, I think you had apples in your backpack too.
I was like, this is my vacation, damn it. Yeah, playing tons of retro games. PAX, wow, PAX was different then.
Yeah, it was.
You could actually not have to stand in line for 10 hours.
Yeah, you could actually go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Me drinking with Michael Pachter, that was a thing.
Oh man,
Pack Attack.
you want to talk about Pack Attack memories? Where you were there when we were waiting in line at EA E3, and Pack Attack was shooting an interview with Hip Hop Gamer right next to us, and he had the
So
championship belt.
It was so good. Oh man.
The Pop Gamer is he is a character. There's been some interesting things I've witnessed where they had he would do like gaming battles with people on camera. They would just like have arguments.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, man. Huh. This is when I had a Canon ELPH was my first filming camera. And I took like
Oh, we get a honk.
honk. I took 100 films a day. Guys, I was doing vlogs before they were cool. Seriously. Shit, I've been making videos for a long time. What is this?
What have been some of your favorite memories from the site?
Well, my first online multiplayer gaming memory was Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh, yeah.
One that I got, it came boxed in my Xbox 360. I didn't get the 360, I think, till like Christmas after it came out.
Did you just run Nick over?
I was helping revive him.
I'm helping you.
Look, he's alive, right?
Yeah, that's true. Death is only a minor inconvenience in the Borderlands games.
$147 inconvenience.
I made him alive
The
quicker.
price on it.
We need to go talk to Ellie, Mister.
This is a good picture of me trying to grab the Darksider's horse's penis. So this full live statue.
Is Nick seriously opening menus to screw with you?
No, I'm not.
I think he was just trying to get a car.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's what I used to do to my friends in this game. Is
Oh, travel canceled. I killed it.
Bitch, I'm gonna run you over again.
don't make me duel you.
Yeah, I remember. You know, I wrote about my inspiration coming from 1UP, and you know, out of all my kind of events and stuff attending. So the two biggest memories I have is meeting and chatting with
What the?
a lot of members of 1UP. So David Ellis and Matt Chandonnet, who were not doing the Autoland stock just yet. They were.
I think David Ellis works at 343 now, right?
Yeah. So they were doing something else, but they were still doing some video stuff. So chatting with them, Jeremy Parrish,
Yeah.
Jeff Green,
Yep.
You mean Black Dragon?
Black Dragon.
Black Dragon.
That was awesome.
but then also getting a chance to meet and have a conversation with
I didn't say you there.
Dave Grossman.
Oh yeah.
And
Did you ask him the secret of Monkey Island?
he wrote. So I have a Monkey Island poster signed by him and by I'm gonna mess up his last name here.
Is it Dominic Armato?
Armato, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not Arigato, it's R, yeah.
Yeah, you got me one of those because I couldn't be there.
Yeah, so I got a poster signed by both of them, and I had this really great conversation with Dominic about, like, food, basically. Like, you know, I was chatting with him about places in Seattle and just food in general, because he actually has, I don't know if he still has, but he had at the time, like, a food blog kind of a thing that he was doing. And so I brought him, there's a pastry place, it's a really good pastry place, Pike's Place called Piroshki. So I brought him one, and I gave it to him after talking with him. And when he was signing my poster, like, he put on there, like, the secret ingredient to grog is love. Dave Grossman had it next, and he says lies. The secret ingredients is, like, the ingredients are, and he, like, wrote this really long list of stuff that included, like, spit.
I mean, yes.
So that was really awesome, like, getting the chance to because Monkey Island games, like,
Yeah, we played the crap out of those kids.
and Curse of Monkey Island, I can still probably quote a good 60, you know, like 2/3 of that game by
Nice.
heart.
Nick!
My most surreal like developer experience was I remember it was one of the E3s, and it was right after Peter Molyneux kind of had his falling out with Microsoft.
Right.
Oh, this in the break room?
Yeah, and I was just sitting in the break room, and he came up and sat at the table, and like he just looked like defeated. Like you could
Done.
tell he was just like exhausted from the industry because everybody was like harping on everything, the hype thing he always did and all this stuff. And he was, I was a huge Bullfrog fan growing up.
Yeah.
Like I played all the, Syndicate is still one of my all-time favorite games.
Forget how
Magic
we
Carpet.
get in here.
And so I just had like a very frank conversation with him, and it was just kind of surreal, like that entire time, just kind of talking with him, hearing about what he was
cool.
going to do next, and he was just like unsure. And
I'm gonna make a bunch of people tap their iPhones.
Yeah.
and
And
break
look where
blocks.
we are today.
I feel like it was after that even when
Was
this
it?
happened though. Yeah, like he went and tried that too. I don't know, maybe not, but yeah, it was just.
I don't remember
That was
how to
probably
get
one
up
of the
here.
most-
Oh, now I do. You gotta jump from the other side.
Yeah.
It's probably the most surreal developer experience.
You know, and it's the interesting thing, and the kind of one aspect of this that I think people don't see as often, or at least they're starting to see kind of more and more now with the way access is to some of the stuff. But like, growing up for us in the 90s and stuff, like games development was this big mystery. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was such an unknown. It was just like wizardry behind.
Oh, Wizardry's a good
Doors.
game too.
Well,
Yeah, I can focus on
and frankly, back then it was wizardry. Like,
know.
the stuff that they had to do with coding and programming
getting
and,
stuff
and
to
how-
work, yeah.
it was just crazy. Yeah, that's one thing I really dislike right now. I mean, this has been a problem for a long time, but just the disrespect of developers
Yeah.
about like their product and stuff, and like it. There's very few games that are developed where the developers are pouring everything into it. Like, and just I don't know. Having worked on a game and developed the game myself, and knowing a lot of these people for, I've been doing this now for 15 years.
Yeah.
For the site, it's just like that kind of disrespect and stuff is that's
Yeah.
always gotten me.
Nobody sets out to make a bad game, right? Like they definitely have.
Despite Steam's best efforts to prove otherwise.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other can of worms, right? But
I mean, you can tell when someone's going for a cash grab versus
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's a different thing.
and definitely like that doesn't make them immune from making mistakes. It doesn't make them immune from criticism because things happen and certainly that's all warranted and part of the space. But yeah, I think like there was a lot of stuff I saw during, for instance, AGDQ, Awesome Games, a quick event where people playing the games were making comments about like how this is just bad code and stuff like that, and it's like
All code's
it's a
bad.
weird,
All of
thing
it.
to say
Yeah.
in the middle of a stream where you are specifically able to do this, right? Like that's what you're doing, and it's just kind of interesting the way I agree that I've seen some of the conversation happen sometimes around this stuff because
I mean, here's the thing about something like that. Like the entire concept of what those people are doing is looking for an exploit. Right? They're literally trying every possible combination of every possible action at any possible time, and just zero in and focusing on that. And there's no way it's humanly possible to test for all that stuff when you're making something. You have to make concessions, or else you'll be coding forever.
right.
A fond memory. I remember we were interviewing Randy Pitchford, and my camera ran out of batteries halfway through. Our most important interview ever, and
It's
so
true.
Mike, halfway through, Mike threw me his phone, and I hot swapped
That's
batteries
right.
while filming on the phone, and I actually salvaged it. I was pretty proud of myself. That was
I gotta say,
the best and the worst at the same
Yeah.
time.
I gotta say that E3 and then the following with Justin Ross were
Yeah, who is Justin
Prob-
Ross? Pretty sick.
probably like the most proud I've been of
Yeah,
content and stuff that we
we're
put
hustling.
together as a site. I mean, we were
Hashtag
legit.
content.
For 2 years there, we were legit.
Yeah, we're legit. We're like, oh, do you want 10 videos a day? Okay, good, done. Yeah, and then Justin, like, working out every day with a busted back, and then
Yeah.
like running around the show floor.
Yeah.
Andrew telling you to get the camera out of his face.
Oh, it's the best. Oh my goodness. That's such a good video. That's because that's right when Polygon announced their thing, right? We did that
Yeah,
parody
yeah.
thing. Oh, that was
Yeah,
so
that
good.
was the E3 before Justin Ross that we did that
Yeah.
because we shot that
That
at
was a-
E3.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
That was
I'm glad
also
that
the year we
happened.
went to the Polygon launch party.
I don't remember.
You don't
What
remember the
happened
launch
at-
party?
I party a lot at PAX, so it's hard for me.
Speaking of that, do you remember the Hawken party?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that was fucked. That was dumb.
It was good times. We got a drunk millionaire telling us how awesome he is.
Yeah, it was so weird. And then they're like making me put my keys in their bowl and stuff.
Fucking key party.
What do you mean make you?
What else? It was fun meeting Andy Schatz, who made Monaco
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Tooth and Tail this year.
Yeah,
With the help from
he's always
others,
good to
his
talk to.
team. Yeah, he's a good dude. I kind of keep in touch with him a bit, but he was always fun to interact with and chat. And yeah, really like happy about what he was doing, and like one of the first, nice big breakout stories, kind of coming after that raid Castle Crashers bubble. And hell of a game, Monaco.
Yeah, Monaco's
Yeah.
great.
Might be the
Yeah,
best
man.
co-op game ever.
I still
Well, we can
play
talk
that.
about that, but
Well,
it is very good. Don't get me wrong.
We know what we named our award after the best co-op game ever.
We did.
So
We did.
no argument there.
yeah, Fiddy's pretty good too.
Blood in the Sand is a game that should not be good, and that game is good.
It is good. That's very good.
That is also Lance Reddick is in that game. It's like the first game I can remember he's in.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Also, Fiddy really fucking hates helicopters.
Get him, Fiddy.
And he likes to hit big ass ramps.
Gotta hit that ramp. Speaking of, woo!
Is E3 in June? There. I'm looking for my Justin Ross pictures.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, yeah, I remember this Polygon party. There was also Saints Row party because it has Nick almost chewing on this giant dildo bat.
Yeah, that's
With,
that's the one with us in the photo booth.
Oh yeah, that photo booth's so good.
Did I send you the? I found those pictures again recently. Did I
I
send
have
you?
them right. Yeah, I have them right here.
Is my nipple actually out, or did I just get
Let me look.
close?
Let me look.
What?
It was good times.
We may have to put an age gate on this stream.
Probably. Sorry.
Look, we already said that 10 years is old enough to drink in website years.
Yeah. Blew up a vehicle for my second win.
Whoop.
What
Wow,
is
this thing
Dread?
sways.
Oh yeah, that Titanfall robot.
Oh,
There was, speaking of, so going back to Army of Two, there was man, so EA, back then, one thing I'll say, like, they were really kind to us, well, they were kind to the, like, what they called the community sites, right? Like, they had a bunch of things where they would fly out different sites to check out their games and everything else like that, which was a really cool thing to do. So, I mean, I gotta go to Vancouver and check out Skate 3.
Nick, stop dying.
I gotta
Sorry.
go. I think it was before. Yeah, they were at PAX. I gotta check out the Army of Two sequel. But so, you know, as is the case usually with a lot of these things, they had different things happening. In this case, it was they had someone as Salem and Rios. They had, you know, guys dressed up like them. So you could play with Salem and Rios during the event or whatever. And then, so the guys eventually
Hold
got
up,
out their,
Jason. Thank you.
got out their outfits and stuff, and came and sat down. And one of the dudes was wearing a "Keep Calm and Carry On" shirt, and Clutch had just released their which album was that? Help me out here, Mike.
What? Which Clutch album did they say keep calm and carry on?
Yeah. Same as Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, that's Strange Cousins from the West or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. So they had just released that, so I thought it was like I was thinking, oh.
Oh,
it's a
this
reference.
phrase from World War II. Obviously, it's a band phrase.
It's a band shirt, so I sent it to the guy. I was like, you know, but he knew at the same time. He knew exactly what I was referencing. He knew it was Clutch, and he was just like, yeah, they're a great band.
Yeah, Clutch is amazing.
Now we just gotta get in the catch ride system.
Catch a ride.
This E3 2014, Nick and Justin and I waited like 4 hours just to get a free damn chicken meal. It was so dumb. It was one of the worst decisions of our life. Walking around town trying to get fried chicken. Your nip for sure is out in this photo, Mike.
It is excellent.
100%.
100%. I like it. Jason, why are you running off with the cars?
Great.
Because you can teleport into it.
My favorite picture, like the ones from the Saints Row party are
They're pretty good.
they're pretty good. But the one we took for Battlefield Hardline
Oh,
'93, it
yeah,
may be
I
my
think I'm
favorite
coming
one
up.
ever.
That was good.
Wait, if you're a cop, you have to tell me.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, I'm just going through these. I remember Nick got a new camera one year. He was super stoked about it. He was taking good pictures. That might have been
Yeah, I
this
got
year.
the 200mm lens for it.
Yeah,
for
it
the
was
press
really
conference.
good. It was quite useful. Little Big Planet 3. Hey, look, a No Man's Sky announcement. That's kind of funny.
Kill him. Nick!
Killed my guy I was gonna use to revive.
That's fine.
I don't know. I still Dark Souls is still pretty up there for favorite moments. Just like going through it as whether solo or summoning people. Like just like it's the closest thing to having that schoolyard mentality growing up, being like, "Hey,
I did this
Really?
thing.
I did this thing," and you're like, "That's ridiculous. I did this thing."
Oh,
it was-
guys, I'm sorry I killed the boss.
Jason keeps stealing all the loot.
And
Fight you
yeah,
for it,
it's
Jason.
pretty neat.
Oh, loot was instanced.
No, it's not. You did actually rob me when we opened that chest.
Well,
he doesn't sound too remorseful.
nah.
He won't even fight me.
Nope.
Yeah, this 2014, Nick, was when I quit my job. So
Yeah.
I bought I had a real video camera. It was good, man. That was
You just remember carrying on your rig that was like super heavy too.
yeah, it was heavy, but it was really good. I'm glad I brought that. I'm looking back at that. I'm like, that's a light rig compared to what I use today.
Is it?
It's so light. It's so easy. What else? I really want to find this Battlefield Hardline photo. Okay, that's a Dead Island 2 Living the Dream photo. That's going
Here you
in.
go, Nick. Drop some stuff here.
Oh, I'm sure I could drop some stuff.
I don't know, Nick. You might have to dig up that Battlefield photo.
I can find.
I don't know where it is. I put all our photos in staff chat on Discord. Not all of them, just some good ones.
Speaking of Discord, we opened that up.
Yeah, people can
Yeah.
join now. Find co-op
Yeah.
people to play with.
We're gonna see how that goes.
I'm sure it'll be like every other Discord I'm in that has a lot of users.
Yep,
Yeah.
chaos.
Got
So
some
block
rules
off the
there.
not safe for work channel.
Yeah, just going back through like the tags. Like if I go back and do like the tag of like
Yeah.
2014 and seeing all of, like the thumbnails and stuff we generated of the
Mhm.
work we did is just really cool. Really busted our ass that one. Yeah, did I do- 71. We posted 71 stories from that E3.
Holy smokes.
That sounds about right.
Oh, my audio suddenly got really loud.
The one thing I kind of remember about E3 was the years I didn't go, how much easier it was to get new stories written.
Yeah.
Because you're not dead.
It's like, oh, okay. What you got going on? Okay, you got this news. Alright, here's a new thing, here's a new thing. Great, I'll get them posted. And then you're there, and you're like, I saw this thing today, and I need to write about it.
Look out!
I can't. Help me.
Yeah.
One less bad.
There it is. Oh, we actually used it as a header picture. Put it in
Nick when he uploaded. There we go. I need to download this right now.
His internet crashed trying to
Yeah,
upload the picture.
that photo's too hot. Look, I look hard as hell.
It's too bad I don't have OBS set up to show the Discord window.
Oh, I somehow clicked out of the
This
thing.
picture's way too hard.
Yeah, we thought the picture was just too much to handle.
No,
Well,
the pictures that are too much to handle are from PAX East.
That
Oh, yeah.
picture of you, Mike, you need to use that more of you behind the the president's desk.
Yeah.
Oh, I use it everywhere.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But Nick, do you remember the PAX East photo shoot?
Oh God, I wonder if I can find that picture. If
I have it.
Yeah.
Not on this computer, but I do have it.
There are some funny people at this Hawking party. Angry Joe, that YouTube guy,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
he's here. I'm just picking people out of the crowd. That's funny.
What PAX East was that?
2012, I think.
2012.
Oh my goodness. What a weird thing. E3 is weird.
E3 is a very weird thing.
E3 is so weird.
And I fear it's probably not as weird anymore.
No.
No.
Because you can
I like
just
when it's
live
weird.
stream everything, so why do anything?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the companies just live stream it, so
I like this NBA Baller Beats booth.
Oh.
Hey, white boys, do you want to come play sports? Yes, we would. Only if we can film this.
preserve this for posterity
Yeah.
for some reason.
It was pretty good. We had come like right from seeing Double Dragon Neon, and then went to the Baller Beats booth.
That video still just cracks me up to this day.
I can't seem to find the pictures from that PAX.
Oh, don't worry, I'll give them to you after this.
Wink, wink.
I wonder if I have them on my Flickr account. I used to post them all there.
Oh, there's a blast from the past. Flicker.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh, this is Mike playing a game where people had to pin things on you. Is that what it was? Or take things off?
Yeah,
you?
Yeah, you had to. It was. You had like a clothespin
Yeah.
on you, and you had to steal them from other
Sneakily,
people.
yeah. I like this one where you're kind of closing your eye, giving a little wink. I like that picture.
Yeah, this is a good one. My favorite picture was when I kissed a Swedish man through a Wii remote.
Oh, I would like to see that.
I think you took that picture, sir.
I need to find it right now.
I think it's probably saved underneath your private collection.
No,
Okay.
all the spokesmodel ones are lopped in here too. So
Nick has abandoned my struggle.
sick.
Yeah. Looking
Ed
through
Boon?
pictures here now.
Nice. You
Oh,
talked to
I
Ed
see.
Boon?
Well, let's rescue
We
talked
Roland,
to-
Jason.
We talked to Ed Boon.
I think so.
Did,
I think I've interviewed Ed Boon. I think.
I talked to him at one of the E3. Was it MK9 or Injustice
Yeah, it was
1?
9. Could have been either.
This is
This is- A really attractive lady for that MMO. It was Defiance.
Oh, that interview was
I was
awesome.
like,
Oh, she was in character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know what was going on.
oh, you knew what was going on.
No, I didn't. It was really weird.
She was selling you
awesome.
the MMO.
I was into
Yeah.
it.
Defiance is a bad game, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
It was actually a really cool idea. I wanted to like it, but it was basically like, did you ever play? What was Richard Garriott's last sci-fi one? Tabula
Oh, yeah.
Rasa.
Tabula Rasa.
Yeah, that game I wanted to be awesome so bad, and it was terrible. It was really bad, and it made me sad.
bet those PAX pictures are on my my laptop.
Like I said, once we're done with the stream, I'll give them to you.
Alright.
I got you. I just realized playing Destiny for so long has really soured the fact that there's a huge delay when you swap your weapons in this game.
Yeah.
So like you swap your weapon in Destiny, you can instantly use it. And here, you pull it out. Pause for effect.
Nope.
And then it takes like a full second before it lets you shoot the gun. It's a bummer.
Yeah, there's some that kind of hope I see them tighten up a little bit. If they
Like the graphics on level 3?
graphics on level 3, that'd be really nice.
I'm sorry, Locke.
Oh, I just remembered too the when you guys first played Cards Against Humanity with me, and I lost my mind.
Oh, because of the goblins.
Oh shit! It was so wild.
I remember stories about that.
Oh, Locke
good.
couldn't breathe.
It was
Yeah.
so good.
Literally couldn't breathe. It was great.
Yeah, I was quite happy.
I believe it was something to the
Vault
effect
hunter.
of writhing on
Good to
the
finally meet
hotel
you in
room
person.
floor
Hell of a
Yeah.
job fighting through those bloodshots.
Because goblins.
because goblins.
This'll just take a second.
Somewhere on one of my hard drives, I still have a full full shirtless playthrough of Dark Souls 2 with Andrew using only our bare fists. It was so
Slappers
dumb.
only.
It was so dumb.
Uh,
And it was back in the day where like
Well,
it was not convenient to capture 2 streams at
Let's see
once
about
and
getting out
mash them together.
Right.
Vault Hunter! You gotta
My
stop
editing prowess was not where it is today.
those videos, not those videos in particular, but the videos of you and Andrew. I've said this before, but that's what convinced me to actually play and enjoy Dark Souls. Because I played it before then and did not like it. I was way too serious about it. And
That's the thing. You just be an idiot, and it makes it way easier.
Yeah, play Bloodborne and Dark Souls like a jerk, and it's so much better.
Mhm. Everyone's wrists lit up at E3 that year. Xbox bracelets.
Forgot about
Yeah.
that thing. Is that the Poncho year, or was that the year before?
No,
Was
that was the ponchos
I
before that.
yeah, I
He
think it
took
was
us on
like
his bus.
Poncho year.
I was tired. And everyone's wrist lit up.
I like, Jason, how your memory you recalled our having to stay in the hotel in the ghetto part of LA.
I mean, look, we were hungry. I went back. We were at a McDonald's. Nick gave us a call, said, "Where you guys at?" We're like, "Oh, we're at the McDonald's across the street." He's like, "Oh."
That might be a bad place to be.
He said, "There was a shooting somewhere near our hotel." We're like, "Oh, great. We'll stay at the McDonald's for another 20 minutes then."
Let him clean up the blood. They'd come back. Well, I
Lilith,
remember
Still-
when we checked in, there was a guy. There was like a pimp with a prostitute trying to
Yeah.
work his thing. Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Fun things happen. It's been a good run. It's been a good run, and I know one of the things Nick and I have talked about is we'd certainly like to get back to some of those events again.
Yeah, I'd love to get us all out to like PAX.
it's just
Oh,
up the
yeah.
road.
It's so hard though to get the tickets and.
Oh, I'll buy my ticket. You just tell me where to point a camera.
Well, that's what I mean. Just like to get in the show and everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta I have to do that one of these years again. Out there. I'm actually going up to PAX East this year, but just for like a day.
Yeah, it's relatively close to you.
Yeah, it's like a little over 4-hour drive. Between 4 and 5.
Well, hopefully next time you do that drive, there won't be a tsunami.
Yes.
That was when you and I went in the car. That was the year of the Japanese tsunami.
Oh, that's right.
And, like, nobody was in a good mood to talk about anything because it was so messed up. And all we were doing was, like, eating our continental breakfast in the hotel, staring at footage of the tsunami, like, completely gobsmacked at what was going on.
Yeah.
It's like, this muffin cannot offset the bad feels I have right now.
But what about that croissant? Ah, the Danish.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
You've always been here, sir. Key and Peele.
Well, I just want to thank you, gentlemen, though, for all your hard work over these years. I mean, you guys have been with us the longest. Obviously, Mike, since day 0.
Since before Co-Optimus,
Yeah.
really.
You were with me in the womb.
I
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
We were. Well, I was doing like
You made a
mercenary
beautiful baby
work
boy.
for you at another place,
Yeah, that's right.
and that's how we met.
The site that shall not be named.
Well, we don't need to worry about that right now.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's just crazy. 10 years, like,
Yeah, that is a long time.
it's a long time, but like, I look at it and it's gone by in a snap too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like,
Having kids helped.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Well, let's be fair. If we didn't have kids, it would still be like 2011. So
Yeah.
sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean,
we got the perfect birthday card for you this year, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
when
all I'm
people
gonna
won't
say.
play with you, when people won't play with you, you just make your own co-op gamers. So.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. It's funny. My daughter actually likes competitive games more than cooperative ones.
That's because she's a killer.
She is a
One's
killer.
She's Stone Cold Killer.
Dude, did I tell you about the time I watched her play ranked matches in Splatoon and go on a 27-game win streak?
Yeah, absurd. You bet get her in E-League sign up.
I guess. It was
Sports
really,
teacher.
like, she was just kind of... She had that laid back, like, oh, well, I'm just going to kind of casually stalk this dude and murder him from behind. Her expression didn't change at all. She just tracked this dude and splattered him all over the pavement.
Great.
I want to see how many shots it takes you to kill this thing.
Yeah? Okay. I
All right,
believe in
gentlemen.
the MMO parlance, this was a phase skip.
The other enemies that mean spawn.
Oh, Nick, you gotta stay until I can get you that photo. I know you're
Well,
tired,
hey.
but we're at the
Cozy-
boss.
We're wrapping things up.
Actually, the boss is already dead. We're just
Yeah, the
killing all
boss-
the ads that are supposed to spawn during the fight.
The boss died 20 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Badass loader.
I'm trying to remember what this Sunset Overdrive sports drink tasted like.
Oh, right.
Probably not good.
Like C+, Orange Crush, maybe.
Not as good as the Sunny D.
We destroyed the loaders.
Hey, anytime a new Dark Souls comes out, you know I'm getting the Sunny D out.
Are we gonna do a video feature for the remaster, sir?
Meet me back at Sanctuary. I gotta
Oh,
I think we
yeah, there's a bear shit in the woods. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's
I'm gonna-
how Nick actually described his experience with Dark Souls 3.
Yeah. Well, that's because Nick doesn't play by the rules. So. Yeah, of
He's
course,
his own thing, baby.
of course I will. It's gonna be good.
And speaking of other stuff, we will do Monster Hunter World stream this week too.
Yep. Hunt some mons.
I haven't quite figured out when.
I
Probably
can do it. I can do it almost any day.
I have a squad set up in that game. We can make another one. You can be in multiple.
Oh yeah, right.
My squad is called ERP. It's great.
I'm just shaking my head over here.
Of course you are.
But thank you, Nick, for
Not burning
taking a
it
chance
down.
on all. Yeah. And taking a chance on all of us. I mean, like in some ways, like you knew Mike, but I was just Mike's friend. It was like probably overly enthusiastic about everything.
Yo, where's the chill knob on this guy?
Yeah,
He has no chill.
I have no chill.
I have known him for like what, 25 years now. 20.
Yeah.
It's been a
Especially
while.
in comparison to like our friend Todd, who is all chill.
Max chill.
And thank you to everyone like tuning in, watching this stuff from week to week, either as we do it live or on YouTube afterwards, contributing to the site. Hey, like, listen, it ain't easy keeping a database. I'm just gonna say, and we do our best to try and make sure we get the information in there correctly. A lot of times,
We also only have so much money, and we can't play every game.
I mean, Nick brought this up in the post, and it's still true. Like, there's pretty much only one paid position on the site. The rest, everyone else is just doing this out of love and passion for games and for co-op gaming, and that's really something. Like, it's a lot of grit and passion to get something like this running for as long as it has. So, a large part of that comes from folks writing in, letting us know, hey, these are what the co-op features are. We really appreciate that because we're relying upon a lot of the times devs and publishers telling us stuff. As many times as we ask them questions and we try to phrase them in such a way that we are 2,000% clear, they still don't answer it right. But we try and make sure we get good information out there for everyone, and we really appreciate you all sticking with us. So, thank you.
Yes.
Yep, thank you.
And in another 10 years, we'll all be pushing 50, so that'll be weird.
Oh.
Womp womp.
I appreciate the tips emails coming in telling me how to develop games. So please keep sending those.
Please keep sending the emails telling us to add co-op
That's
features
what
to games,
gets me
because
through
that
the
is
week.
100% what we do.
And I'll just keep telling you I'll tune up level 3.
Exactly.
We're responsible for all the co-op games ever
Yeah,
made.
it's like, hey, if you guys could actually make this GameCube game co-op over the internet, that'd be great. Thanks.
Alright, and for
Okay.
posterity, let's open one more loot box.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Rob Mike blind.
Do
Get
it.
there in time.
Yeah. $2.99 down the drain. What hat did you get? Oh, that's a beautiful
Oh, he snatched it away right as I ran up to it.
thing.
Yeah, you have to duel me if you want this. Accept it!
That's awesome.
I must fight you.
Fine.
Accept!
Alright,
And then submit.
Nick's got to recode some
Spar.
things.
Alright.
Oh, I like the picture you just posted on Twitter. Fuck.
Oh yeah, it's just like, that's pure joy, man. That's what it feels like playing games with other people that you like. Just all the balloons in the world.
Oh, we mentioned stuff we were looking for co-op coming out. The Secret of Mana remake comes out next month.
What's
I'm
that
looking forward
on?
to that because
What's
Secret of
that
Mana
on?
is my favorite co-op game.
It's a good game.
Alright.
It is.
I know all the warps.
Yeah, I beat that tape when I was a kid.
Alright, folks.
Alright.
Hey, tune in later this week. We'll send something out on Twitter before we stream
Monhun. Monhun.
Yeah. Monhun Woe.
Who all has that? 3 of us?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, that'll be fun. It's a fun game.
I've got about
I think.
7 more friends that are all playing it too, so I might be able to
It
get
hurts
us a
my-
ringer.
Nice. It hurts my feelings when I hurt the animals, though. So
But that's why you capture the small animals and put them in your house.
the big ones too. I don't like hurting them. So
Look,
I'm
I
a
saw a Tyrannosaurus Rex eat my friends the other day. It must die.
yeah, I hit him in the face with my hammer pretty hard. So.
All right.
Anyways, signing off.
Goodbye.
Have a good night, everyone.
East.